Hey guys, we're gonna give that another shot. I'm not sure what was going on. Hopefully it's fixed. I went ahead and just restarted my computer to see if that would clear up the issue. It looks on my screen like it's working now. If anybody sees any issues with it, please let me know. For now, it looks good here, so I'm going to assume that everything is just fine and dandy. And I'm also going to come and sell, I think I'm going to sell this. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this Shadow Imbued Ruckus Hextile to the merchant just to get myself that last little bit of room in my bags. It also occurs to me that I need to go dump that fairy wing um, to the depot. But all right, we made another spot, and then we'll make one more with the fairy wing, and we'll have a good number left to go out adventuring with. And now that I have some reasonable jewelry on, I think that's going to make a big difference in the level of critters that I can go up against, right? For now, I'll just dump this in here. And look and see, I have room for 2 more quests. This Do or Die says Irazon and Narin Heirloom quest, which are linked together in a way. You have to finish one before you can finish the other. Those did not update last time I went, and of course, there's no way that they will work until at least there's been some kind of a patch. So those I can't do. The let's see, the Windrush Dagger was also not updating. Can't do that, but I can go and do some of the quests in Thundering Steps. May as well knock out some of these gray ones because hey, you know, gotta get some room in the journal somehow. And you know me, I gotta just continue picking up these repeatables and things until I can't pick them up anymore because I don't know, I have some kind of compulsion that I don't really understand. So may as well go work on those if nothing else, right? Also, gonna go ahead and check and see. Looks like Dorkala is in the Thundering Steps. And Mist is also in the Thundering Steps. So I don't know. Earlier, they mentioned that they were, or Dorkala mentioned that he was working on, I think, the Teachings of Yoru, which is a heritage quest around, I want to say around level 50, but looks like they're 48 and 49. So um, I don't know at what point you can pick it up. But for judging by that, I mean, probably 45. I don't know. Anyway, Teachings of Yoru is a quest. I believe it starts in Antonica with Yoru over at Windstruck Village. I don't recall for certain if that's where it starts, but I'm pretty sure it does. It's an old man there. But let's see. All right. Just telling him to let me know if he's up for any adventuring that I can help with. I was showing you guys earlier, I don't know if you particular ones were here at the time, but I was just showing how to do cross-server chat. So if you're on one server and you want to talk to somebody who's on a different server, you can just do /tell space, and then you'll do the name of the server you want to contact, followed by a period, followed by the name of the individual you want to contact. And you can send a tell across servers that way. You can also add someone to your friends list in the same way. Just do /friend and then space, server name, period, and then their character name. Also, if your server that you want to contact is 2 words, or if it is if it has a like an apostrophe like module does within the word, then you're going to want to put an underscore in place of that space or apostrophe. So for module, for instance, it would be /friend space MAJ underscore DUL period, and then the name of the person. Hopefully that was helpful for somebody out there who wants to be able to chat with their friends from a different server. Now, I've been seeing a lot about the Nazara group zone that opened up, along with Fallen Dynasty, and it seems as though nobody is really running that zone. A few people keep trying to do it, but I keep seeing indications that they don't want to. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. If they, for whatever reason, people are unwilling to do that zone. It appears. I'm kind of curious. It is, as I recall, it is a hard zone. But there's plenty of people high enough level that I would think it would be very doable. So I'm not sure what the situation is there. But you know, I'm unlikely to find out anytime soon because I am not anywhere close to the level where I could do that. I'm going through right now and checking to see which kind of things I can check off in the journal. I do need to go, in fact, I'll go fly over to Southeast Tower right now so that I can turn this into Waylon. He's going to be cowering over there in the tower.
Hello.
Qeynos Tower 3. And I can jump off on the way if I can pay enough attention to do that. And update him. But I have a number of things that I need to get here, and I may as well do it. Oh, Bridge Keep. I got a guy over at Bridge Keep who also needs some updates. So, and that's Bridge Keep Threats. That's the one that is for opening up the gate so that you can, I'm going to jump right here. Update that one. He should be wandering around. That's not the guy. Went to the wrong guy. Turgan Brimhurst is the one I need. Well, you know what? I wonder if he's only there during the daytime. I don't recall. It's possible that he doesn't wander around unless it's daytime. I'm not sure. Well, moving on then. We'll head over to Wayland March over here and get him his I also need to update with Tish Tickers. I completely forgot about that. It's a good thing I'm looking. And that should be the barrel on the beach that isn't there.
Yes.
Big giants. Various revenant things, which are all undead. Craterfish fillets. That's going to take a whole minute. Deer of various kinds. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of stuff here in these far seas requisitions that we're going to need. Just kind of looking over it because I've run out of room in my shown, visible quests on the side there to be able to check mark more off. Here's Wayland March.
Oh, there's still an awful lot of ponies out there.
I've done what I could.
As brave as you, those ponies look a bit fierce. Thank you for helping me.
There's still a few ponies out there. Be careful.
Those ponies on the road give me the creeps. I need to finish Mama's errands, but I can't with those ponies roaming around.
I could get rid of the ponies for you.
You'll clear the road for me? Oh, look at those ponies prancing about like nobody's business. I'd appreciate it if you'd get rid of them. Thanks.
No problem. All right. So picking that up, but I don't want to check mark it because I don't need to have centaurs, all of the centaurs in the world showing up as things that I need to kill. So no need to bother with that. However, I do need to come up here to Tish Tickers, who's hanging out at the top of Qeynos Tower 3.
Bright blessings.
He says, "Would you people leave me alone? I don't have your money." Oh, haha. Sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. And I say, "I have a letter for you." She says, "A letter, you say? Well, I guess you'd better hand it over." Why won't they leave me alone? I've already told them I'll have the coins for them next week. Now they've resorted to petty threats. I'm not afraid of them. Really? Well, I'm not. Pardon me, but who is this you're not afraid of? She says, "The Clockwork Collection Agency. I took out a loan to fund some of my studies. Things haven't gone quite as well as I'd hoped, though. Gnolls keep stealing my equipment, the beastly little savages, and a giant stepped on one of my wagons. There wasn't even enough left to salvage and sell off as scrap. Now I don't have any results, and I've spent the entire loan. I don't know how I'm going to pay them back, and they're getting rather insistent." I say, "So what happens if you don't pay?" She says, "If you don't pay, they send their collection clockworks after you. I hear the process isn't pleasant." Not at all. I say, "Don't clockworks just do helpful things like cleaning?" She says, "These ones aren't the cooking and cleaning type. These are the other ones. Their only purpose is to make sure you have no intention of being late with your next payment. They're very good at it. Look, I'd really rather not talk about it. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to pay them back now is if I take a few chances. Would you be willing to help me out?" And I say, "What do you need?" She says, "I need to pay them 5 ancient silver coins to pay off my debt. The only way I know of to get them on such short notice would be to do a bit of gambling. Do you know how to use scrying stones?" I say, "What are scrying stones?" She says, "Sometimes when you're traveling, you'll see strange rainbow lights shimmering in the air. I'm not sure what causes them, but they're very pretty. They seem to have some link to treasure lost in the area. We're not sure what the link is, but we've found a way to use it to our advantage. This requires a scrying stone." I say, "Okay." She says, "If you use a scrying stone while standing in the lights, something very strange happens. I don't know how, but sometimes the stone will help you find whatever treasure has been lost there. The stone is destroyed in the process, of course, and sometimes you don't find anything at all. But sometimes you find strange and wonderful things." I say, "What sort of things?" She says, "I'm not sure, really. I've never found anything myself. I have horrible luck. A friend of mine says he found an incredible enchanted ring that tickles you mercilessly when you put it on. He thinks it was once used as some sort of torture device. Oh, I should probably warn you, scrying does have its dangers." I say, "What kind of dangers are we talking about here?" She says, "Oh, the usual. Horrible beasts clawing their way up from the ground to devour you whole. Depending on your luck, you might spend more time running away screaming than you do searching. There's no shame in running. It's definitely healthier than the alternative. If you get lucky, though, you can find a lot of ancient silver coins, which is exactly what I need to pay off my loan. 5 of them. Will you help me?" And I say, "I guess so." She says, "Great, thank you. Here, take these 5 scrying stones and see if you can get me my ancient silver coins. If you run out of stones, you might need to shop around and see if some of the local merchants have some. Please be fast. I don't want to get a visit from the clockworks." And I say, "Okay." Now, as you may or may not recall, I've found a good number of the ancient silver coins already, but those won't count because I didn't have the quest yet. Howsoever, we are at least on the quest now. soon enough, I will be able to find such a thing. Meanwhile, whatever shall I do? I need various and sundry things, including fish. Both the kind that you fish to get and the kind that you kill to get. Yeah, also some octopi, which I've needed those for a while of various types. Fire rock Goliaths. I need to help Tish out so that I can get her return mail for Jacques. Oh, saber-tooth hunters. Revenant soldiers, antelope bones. Ah, I should be checking for antelope bones while I'm running around. What kind of antelope? Young antelope bones. So it's the same quest as I was on before. So young ant. And we'll see if we run across those while we're out and about. Now, what I can do is I can head over to Griffin Fields, because there's often a lot of antelope there. There's also antelope where I just was, but I didn't see any antelope right now there. So we'll just head toward the other area. And perhaps we'll run across some. Of course, there's also the chance that we may see some things down in this Dead River Basin area. I definitely see a shiny. So, time to see if I can kill this Revenant soldier down here. Should probably be able to. But we'll see. It'll probably take a whole minute. I don't feel like I want to risk trying to fight it head on. Just kind of give it a little bit of distance. Fight like a ranger. I don't want to get too far ahead of him, because I want to still be able to hit him with my bow. But I don't want him to get too close to me, so we'll do the run and stop thing. I should pretty easily be able to finish him off, I think so. Here we go. Let's give that a go. And honestly, again, now that I have the new gear, I may have been able to just take him head on. I just didn't feel like getting slaughtered if I wasn't quite ready for that. I may try this one. And then we'll see how it goes. If it's not going prettily, then I will run for it and do the same technique. Looks like I will win the fight. It's just that it's a little bit, there'll be a little downtime while I have to regenerate. But that's not a big deal. So I only need one more for that quest. Gonna get a little bit of damage on him, and then I'll stop and fight him. But I want to get a few hits in and get him a little closer to where I'm at before I do that. Health-wise, that is, of course. I also noticed that this one is level 25. I think the last one that I fought was level 23. Definitely glad I didn't try taking him head on there for a minute. I think I can probably do so now. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, well, I'm getting a bit of regen, so I may as well go on over and check on those antelope while I'm healing up. If you're unfamiliar, Obsid Boulder Boom is a giant to the southwest who gives a quest called Little Tarby Lost. This is Tarby, right here on the map. Okay? You have to speak the giant language before you can pick up the quest, but it's a heritage quest. It's a very good one. So you learn the giant language, you go talk to Obsid, he'll give you Little Tarby Lost, and you go find that bear right there. You will save the bear from being killed by packs of Weald wolves. I think there are 3 waves. Then you'll take the bear back to Obsid, and he'll give you an axe from the past, which is a heritage quest. It's very good. And so, that's how you start it. I haven't started it with this character yet, because I haven't finished the giant language quest. It starts from the giant idol, which is a dropped item, just like all language quests do. I can't remember how many you have to get. Let me see. Of the giant idols. Words of a Giant, that's the name of the quest. Okay, so you need 5 idols after the initial starting idol. So far, I haven't seen any young antelopes on track. Plenty of lions, however, hanging around. The hovering death claws you have to kill for some quest as well. Those are right there. I don't remember what the which quest it is. And there may be more than one. I'm just thinking of one in the back of my mind. The only thing that I know of right now that I need to gather is actually fish. For the quests. Still no luck on the young antelope. And I haven't seen any of the rainbow lights either since I've been running around. I think I will run toward Bridge Keep and see if we run across any antelope on the way. And also to see if we can turn in that Bridge Keep Threats quest. Because it's now daytime, and if it was a matter of him not being there at night, then he should have popped up by now. Only one way to find out, right? Run over and see for ourselves. I also ought to begin the Darkened Shard quest at some point. It's the one that opens up the split pod den, and I just haven't really started it. I did pick it up when I came into Thundering Steps, but I haven't explored it any. You have to go into the teleporters, which are these things right here, the bone structures over there. If you get hit by the abductors over there, then you get ported into an instance of those called it's like a captive audience or something like that, and you have to figure out how to get out of there. Or, of course, you can always call your home city if you have your call up. Otherwise, though, you've got to figure out how to get out, and it's just a matter of stacking crates. There are these boxes around the zone that you have to stack up high enough to be able to jump out of the cage that they put you in, and then work your way through the place. This is Turgan Brimhurst here. So, he says, the doors close at dusk unless you prove yourself worthy to pass. I think I've done this one a couple of times now. With this guy. So I'll say sure.
Threats are all around us. Take care of this one, and your efforts will be noted.
I say my pleasure. And it's sirens and the Thundering Steps that he wants me to kill. I'm going to uncheck that. But just kind of be aware that I need it. And then I'm going to run around this direction and see if there are any young antelope hanging out in these fields. I'm also always on the lookout for shinies, as you've probably all figured out by now. But I'm especially on the lookout right now in Thundering Steps because I need a striped red ant for Elowys Laceleaf on the Thundering Steps docks, who is desperately seeking ants. And even though I already got her one striped red ant, she dropped it. So, foolishly, I have consented to go and find her another one. And even after that, I still need a striped red ant for my own collection. So, it's a whole thing. Now, the rainbow lights often do appear in this area, and I suspect that part of that is because Tish Tickers is in that tower there and is interested in the rainbow lights. So, just as an interesting side note, they do often appear nearby. No luck at the moment, though. The young antelope can kind of appear all over the zone, individually, but also there's a group of antelope of various types that run around together, and you never know where you're going to run across it, but it's just a massive horde of them, and they're kind of nice to run into whenever you have a quest for a specific type of antelope, or just antelopes in general. I think one of the early quests that you get from the very first, quest giver near the Antonic entrance, he gives you a quest to go kill like 11 antelope or something like that. Thus far, I have utterly failed to find any antelope on this particular run, or any shinies, so it's going well so far. I have run all over Thundering Steps, however, so that's got to count for something. And I killed a few skeletons. I'm feeling fairly accomplished at the moment. Ah, look. A gatherer. Minding his own business over there. In his role-playing tag. Well, on the plus side, with all this running around, it's given me a full health bar, full power bar again. And I may as well give another shot to these lovely Revenant scouts. I did not check to see if there was any, if there were any upgrades to my spells, my combat arts, while I was in town. I didn't need to check for masters before anything else. Okay, so I got my update 4 of those guys for one quest, but I still need them for a couple of other quests. Both the soldiers and some other Revenant critters. I think the Revenant commander being one. These are all soldiers around here. Let's see if we have a commander nearby. I think, okay. Not right now. Within tracking distance. So alright, we'll go ahead and kill a few more of these. Because, you know what? We found them. They're in the way of where we were going. In the way is a strong word, but it's strong praise, I guess. Word is a strong word. But at any rate, we'll do this. And Either kill this fellow or die trying. So that was 4 of 6 for that quest, which was the Trials of Sir Morgan, and 14 out of 15 for Kerath the Forgotten. So I may as well go ahead and finish off the last one of those. Better wait for a little regen first. And then I'll be able to turn in to Kerath, who is over by the Watcher of the Fields, I believe. It's the last quest, basically, for the Watcher of the Fields. He was apparently a centaur who sacrificed his memory of existence in order to save or improve the lives of the centaurs. So very important and not at all known centaur. It makes you wonder how the Watcher of the Fields came to be aware of him, since his name has been erased from all things. But I don't know the answer, so here we are. Told you all that I recall. Alright, one more of those for the Trials of Sir Morgan. 15. Wow, that was 6 of 15 for something. What was that for, I wonder? That was slay the Revenant soldiers, so that was specific to them. Quest. However, we were at 5 of 6 for the Trials of Sir Morgan, so we may as well knock that the rest of the way out. Because for Kerath the Forgotten, I now need to destroy the Weald wolves. See, I knew there was a quest where you had to kill 20 Weald wolves. I had forgotten what it was. Turns out it's the last quest for the Watcher of the Fields. So cool. Good to know. Alright, so this is a level 25 heroic. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can kill him head on, and if I need to run, hide him, then I'll do that. First and foremost, I'm going to try just the head-on approach. And maybe a mix of the two. We'll see how it goes. I think I'll go ahead and do a bit of running while I wait on things to recharge. And then I'll smack him around again a bit. Okay, that looks about right. And when he gets close enough, we'll go in for the kill, as it were. Alright, got that out of the way. Revenant Commander is around here somewhere. I feel. We're going to just run through this. No commander showing up on track yet. Alright, back to the great search for young antelope. We need a few more of those Revenant soldiers later. For the Slay the Revenant Soldiers quest. I may come around to it again. Looks like I need 8 more. But I would really like to clear out these antelope. Also need the Weald wolves, so that's something I can keep my eye out for because there are a number of places where those spawn these days. Gonna give people the heads up that Blood Talon's up in case they need him. There used to only be like a couple of places that you could get Weald wolves. One of them was over here by the centaur camp, and the other one was over near the southeast fields. Now they spawn in various places around the Griffin Fields, and also all over the place in the Lion Fields to the east of here. Over this way, by the southeast tower, southeast station. So, if you are looking for Weald wolves, they can be found in many places these days. The only reason I think that you would need them really is for the for this Kerath the Forgotten quest. And just for the sake of my own peace of mind, I'm going to run along this beach again just to see if perhaps, somehow, some way, the Broken Barrel is here for that pirate's quest. It's not looking promising because I think I would have already hit it by now if it was here. So no luck on that, I'm thinking. I do need to kill some sirens for various things, so maybe I should pop in while I'm here. I don't think that I need the siren shrine specifically for anything, but I do need to kill just random sirens. And I also need the tide octopi, so I may as well try to grab some of those. They're a little trickier, actually, because they are heroic and they are horrible. So, horrible and heroic. They're alliteratively bad. I don't like fighting the things in the water so much because you can't really see them without going underwater. And if you go underwater with a tide octopi, then you risk being drowned by said tide octopi's lovely snare that he has. So, it's a whole thing. So I just fight the invisible creature in the water. And that goes a little bit better. Ah, all that for no quest items found for the one quest. Got it for the others, though, so I guess I can't complain. Or I could complain, but I would have no right to. I need to kill some fish, I think, for some things. It's not showing up, but I think there's a possibility that I need to kill them, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. I think it's for a Farsees requisition of some kind. Looks like those are not the fish I'm looking for, because I'm getting no updates on them whatsoever. Ow. Still do need the tide octopus, however, so I may as well grab that and grab the sirens in this area. Gonna give myself a little bit more regen, and then I'll go after him. It's so much easier when I'm in a group where I'm not tanking with this guy. So many positional things to be done with the character, and there's only so many stuns and whatnot that are available. If someone else, I should say, is holding aggro, it definitely does help a lot as a swashbuckler. Okay, I got all the items Spindlecog needs. That is good. I think I may possibly still need some octopus ink. Maybe. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. There are a couple more here. Let's see. I feel like maybe actually it's for this one of these quests where you're getting the fish may also be the one where you need the octopus. Okay, large crabs, cold wind, coal, giant's forge, grave pool. Not those. Okay, we need claws from large shore crabs. Okay, so we did get the shrine, yes. Locks of hair from the sirens. Well, maybe not. 2 pounds of fish. Here it is. Okay. Alright, so it's the tentacles, actually, that I need from the tide octopi. I need 3 more of those. And they're not an every time update. They're like a random update. When you kill a octopus, you may get one. You may not get one. Just depends on the RNG gods, you know, whether that happens or not. Ah, looks like we got a little extra siren on us there, which is fine because we don't really care about them so much. We're going to go ahead and mez her just so that she doesn't cause us any problems like stunning or stifling. Primarily stifling in that case. But anyway, kind of keep that on the on the minimum. And then we can knock out this siren easily enough. Wow, and we got a siren wheel, which I think I already have. I'll make sure. We'll examine. No, don't need it. Didn't think so. It's one of the only siren pieces, lore and legend pieces, that this character has picked up so far, I think. Actually, I can uncheck that because it goes back to the Baubleshire and go find the thing that I need here. I do need to harvest after all. Looks like I need some beast dens, so that's too bad. Give this another tick or so of regen, and then we'll go after this tide octopus. I think I'm almost done with the updates for the tide octopus now. It's still the same, 3 of 6. It's a shame. For some reason, I was thinking that updated, but maybe it was the ink one that did. suppose I could go ahead and use the AoE. Finish this off. Didn't find any quest items yet again. That's a shame. Those are heroics down around the shrine. And since I don't think that I need the shrine anyway, I'm not going to go jump in on that. I do need some large shore crabs. I'm not really in the market for them at the moment over there, though, because I don't know if those ones will count or if I need to go to the ones that are actually labeled large shore crabs. Sometimes the shore crabs over here do count for things, but then sometimes they don't. So, don't know that I want to play around with that. I'm gonna swim in here because it may be one of the lakes that, or one of the ponds rather, that we need. I cannot recall. Can't remember the name of this pond. Or if it is named. This one may not have a name. It doesn't seem to have dinged anything, so I'm guessing this was not one of the ones on the list. There's another pond over here where the knolls are. But I think one of the Farsi's requisitions that I was just looking at said that I needed to go to various ponds. So I should have probably tried fishing from some of the fish there. We do have a feather on that guy. Oh, this is probably a little more in-depth than I wanted. I don't mind fighting one of them, but I think there was two groups. There were 3 guys, but I'm thinking that might have been one of them that was single, and 2 of them were together. So I'd rather not mess with that quite yet. Let's do a little fishing here, and then a little fish killing here. Probably actually should do the fish killing first, so that it would give time for the other ones to respawn. But we'll just do it like this. However, the fishing itself does not seem to have given us any updates on anything, so we'll just kill us some fish. Made 24 of them. My goodness. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get a few little groups going here and make this a little bit faster. No, we don't want these filming piranhas. We want greater fish. It's difficult to click them with all the piranhas around. But alright, now let's see what other kind of fish are hanging around. If we have any more, it looks like there's one more not far from us. Right there. Got 10 of 24 fish fillets. It's not too shabby, all things considered. Now, what are the water sources that we need to go find? Let's see here. Oh my goodness, I need to harvest wood apparently for that. Shrine of ale from the centaurs in their encampment. May as well go grab that. Location of Crater Mine. Alright, we know where Crater Mine is. It's over to the, over here area. Southeast. Southeast Tower. Well, the Shrine of ale from the, Centaur camp may also be in the, Coldwind Point Centaur camp. So it may not be in this one. Okay, so I need to look around the grave pool. That's in the Dead River Basin area. I need to look around Giant's Forge. And that's to our south. And I need to look around Coldwind Cove. Looking for marquee crabs. All right. But I may as well get the harvesting done on the way for the wood, which is oh my goodness, that's a significant amount of wood needed. Fortunately, the wood is not hard to find. It's just everywhere because nobody harvests wood. If anybody's going to leave anything, it's going to be wood and bushes. Well, and fish, to be fair. I actually feel like we need a lot more wood and bush harvest quests in this game so that people will not just leave them laying around all the time. We can occasionally have some clearing happening and experience a better selection of harvesting nodes. I can tell you one thing, though. I never feel bad about cherry picking wood or bushes because, everyone is happy. Nobody's going around saying, man, I just can't find any severed wood. It's very difficult because everybody harvests it. You never hear that. It doesn't happen. Let's see here. I'll just check the map. I really don't think that... I don't think that the... Oh, it is. It's over there. So it's not inside the building at all. It's... Or the tent, rather. It's just sitting up here. So high for Copernicus' reach. Copernicus. So short. But they got it. Ah, another piece of wood. How can I pass that up? It presents itself to me so beautifully. Actually, about halfway done with the wood harvesting now. Flying through that one. Oh, look, a shiny. Maybe it'll be a striped red ant. We'll see. It is not a striped red ant. I wonder if you're shocked by that as I am. Alright, let's see here. In that case, I think I will go to the northeast a little bit and pop over down by where Tarby spawns, and always keep an eye out for Weald wolves because I need 20 of those. May very well run across some on my way. And and then I can look around for some of the updates for these marquee crabs as well. Almost finished with this plane, the arbor plane as part of the quest already. So that's good. Now what am I doing? Going the way I just came from, apparently. It's this, it's the fact that I marked something on my map. I just naturally want to follow the yellow line. I don't see any Weald wolves hanging around. There's one. The moment I say it, I could have just looked on my map. But alas, I did not think about that. Alright, number 1 of 20. It has begun. Now I could go that way, but I think for now, I'm going to head over this way and try to find some more Weald wolves. And this time, for funsies, I'm going to actually type it into my track window instead of having fish typed in. Now the pond we need that's down in the basin is going to be down here, I believe, in this area, right in there. But I'm not going to go to that yet. I think it's called the Grave Pool. For now, I'm just going to head along here, go over to the southeast tower area, and search for some Weald wolves all over to the northern part of that, and actually along this area as well, to the south a little bit from where we're at right now. There are sometimes some Weald wolves on the way. Like if you were going to go to where the giant area is, across the bridge over there, you can run across some Weald wolves hanging out, minding their own business over there. Plenty of wood, like I said. Wood is it is abundant. But this will be the last note of it that I need to harvest right now, so call it good on that for the moment. Now, the Weald wolves can be over in this area here, or don't see any here. The other place is, and then by the other place I mean the other place nearby, the giant path is this Dead River Road area over here. And there is one, it's a savage Weald wolf. It's right over here, I believe. Okay, there's one. And there's the other. Gonna get a few hits on him before we go in, just because he's kind of level 25 and all. And there's his friend, Savage Weald Wolf number 2. Also level 25 heroic. And I just kind of like to get a little bit on him before I go in for anything more serious. Alright, now I think that's all of the Weald Wolves over on this road here. And so now we're going to head north and go up to check. I don't care about the timber badger, so we're just going to run that off. And go up north to the little copse of trees over to the east of this road. So we're going northeast. And apparently I also need the badger dens, so I'll stop by and grab some of those on the way as well. I do need some centaurs at some point, but I'm just not really going to go out of my way to hunt them right now. The only quests that I have for them are like generic hill centaur quests, and I would just rather not do the slaying of centaurs in just a widespread sense like that, because I don't want to decrease my faction unnecessarily with the centaurs. They can turn aggro on you if you kill too many of them. And it's just not very pleasant to run around in Thundering Steppes when you have aggro centaurs. Because, it's not great. So I won't do those until I have specific centaurs that I'm after. There are some in my Farsi's requisitions that I have for killing them. But I end up going around with people fairly regularly. And they may end up attacking some centaurs. So, I don't want to add to that. We got a Weald Wolf pup over here. And just normally, as in real life, when you see a pup wandering around, the parents are not far behind, or at least the mother is not far behind. So, don't know. Maybe it's just a pup all by its lonesome. Looks like it. But either way, we will take care of the problem. And in fact, it was all alone. Now, the copse of trees where they often are is right over here. Don't see them at the moment, and they're not appearing on track either, so may not be here. Alrighty then. Well, that's where we are with that, I suppose. Now we can head on toward the Dead River Basin and take a left and go try to get that grave pool update, because I think that's what we need for one of these. The grave pool, the Giant's Forge, and Cold Wind Cove for marquee crabs. by way of a beast den, of course. And we've almost gotten all the updates we need from the beast dens. We're at 21 of 24 at the moment. There will probably be some critters along the ravine over here that I'll also need to kill. I'm not sure which ones right now, but I know that I need revenant soldiers of various kinds. Other than that, I'm not sure. But odds are. The Revenant Commander is one that I definitely need. And of course, as previously mentioned a little bit, more of the Revenant soldiers. All right. That looks like a shiny. And it is a shiny. Could it be a striped red ant? No, it could not be a striped red ant. Sad times. Alright, these guys over here mark the beginning of the area where the grave pool is, I believe. These dead river menace. And so, yes, this should be the correct direction, I believe, to get to the grave pool. We have a little bit of water right here. And then let's just see. On our way back, we're going to try to find the commander. Now, this is updated. So that was quick. And I should go ahead over while I'm here to update the one over here at the giant area as well. While I'm at it, right? Stiletto can spawn up here, in the, right over here, in this area right here. And he wanders all over the place. So if he pops up, he will, he'll wander all over the area between the centaur fields, or the centaur, can't think of what you might call it, but, centaur encampment that's over there, and in the giant area right over here. So may as well work on these fish a little more since they're right here. That finished up the fish in this crater. So, onward and upward, as they say. Ooh. Do I dare? Yes, I think I do. That over there is the Shrine of Decay right in front of us. So we got a brilliant white, dim white, and dim red. Well, that's no fun. It's just a disturbed corpse. Try again. We got brilliant green, soft blue, and we search and we get nothing. Nothing. Brilliant red, soft red, and soft white. And we found a ruined ancient ring. Alright, this is the ring in question. Oh, and we've got a bit of a fight here on our hands. I guess I'll take the green. Alright, got a couple of updates on hunting gnolls from that. And let's see here. Where are we at right now? Okay, right here. Oh, I forgot to go over to the crater. That's unfortunate. There's a crater over in the southeast tower area that we need to get an update from. This is Giant's Forge, and so we got our update there. Let me think. What else do I need over here? Can't think of anything right off. So let's head back and search for that commander. The Revenant commander, which is over, I believe, in the same area as the Revenant soldiers that we saw a few minutes prior. A scenic run along the Dead River Basin. So exciting. I remember having to hunt these unsanctified rock heaps for something, but I don't remember what quest that was. I wonder if it was a book quest. I'm actually going to come over here and try this scrying stone. We got bright green, soft green, bright blue, and now we search. And we got this guy. And so we got everything in the world on us. I'm going to stun that one, and then I'm going to run for it. That's the Cove of Decay, by the way. We're gonna run by it. And we're almost down to where the centaur camp is. don't really remember why I wanted to go over there, except that I think there's one of these Far Seas quests that as you go, let me see here. As you go to Coldwind Point for an update for the marquee crabs. But I'll stop and grab this shiny on the way. Still not a striped red ant. So let's see here. Coldwind Point may be where we have to go to get the update. But hey, an antelope presents itself. Let's get that. Let's see exactly what this said. I wonder if I need to go into the water. Need to look around Coldwind Cove. See if I can find any more crabs. So, alright. Coldwind Cove specifically. Right here. Did that update? It did. Alright. So then we would just need large crabs and large legs from carrion gorgers. Alright, still no ability to checkmark that. Alright. I don't think that I have any totems running at the moment. I don't really need any, not in any big hurry. But totems can give you extra power and health regen. And so they're basically very similar to food and drink, except they don't give you stats. They just give you increased power and health regen so that you can keep going. And it's out of combat, just again, like food and drink. And so you can keep going longer when you have that. I'm going to keep running along the ravine here because I'm kind of on the search for the commander. Somewhat. So I don't know if you've seen, but I just was discovering about the existence of croc boots. I don't know if you guys have seen croc boots yet, but they are they're a real travesty. They're actually crocs with the tops that are boots. Apparently the ones now are a lot more wow, a lot less horrific than they used to be. The ones I saw first were pretty terrible. Frankenstein thing, where it was like the top parts of boots attached to the croc, but the ankle bit, the front of the ankle, was still showing, as well as, of course, the normal croc look. So that was interesting. 9 of 15, so I actually need 6 more of those guys. Well, let's see if we go a little further, if we have any Revenant commanders on track. I really kind of think he would have been right back there. And maybe that's what I need to do is just start clearing this area, because I think he's in this area where this one is here on the rocks. I also see a shiny in there, which makes me even more interested in doing that. I think I'm going to go ahead and stun him and get a little bit of regen going. And by that, I mean a health potion. Give him a second for my my health to come back, and then attack him a bit more. And then I think I'm gonna try to kite him a bit. One good thing about this technique is it's getting my ranged up. So that's exciting. Ah, Briggy Bam just smited him. I guess you could say he was smitten. Not quite ready to be in a battle again yet. Kind of weak at the moment. I would like that shiny. Well, I think we'll start from this side over here. This guy's a level 26 heroic. Gargrim has logged in, that's cool. It's gonna take a whole minute to get to that shiny. Alright. One more health bar tick, and I think I'll be good to go on this guy. I have to get some more potions from the depot here soon. Down to 9 health potions, and I don't have any of the power potions right now. But I am gonna turn on these power regen and health regen totems. To make this go a little bit faster. Alright, suppose I'll get this thing next. Almost have enough room to get to that shiny, just not quite. So close, and yet so far away, huh? Almost enough. I have to be careful not to pull too soon because these things are definitely getting me very low. I see that an Infernal Rock Heap has spawned. Or not spawned, but is there, I suppose. Alright, let's go ahead for this Revenant soldier next. Probably should have interrupted that, but alas, it's not what I was doing. Doesn't matter too much, I don't think. These aren't as difficult as the rock hoops, I don't think. Huh. Need a little bit more regen, and then I can pull another Revenant soldier there and try to get him out of the way. And then it's just a matter of waiting for that Infernal Rock Heap to move. All right, now let's see. Let's try not to get too ahead of ourselves, but I think I can safely get this. Safe being a strong word. Now the question is, shall I try to get this Infernal Rock Heap while I'm at it? Maybe. Level 28 heroic, triple up. And he's a rock guy, so good chance that it won't work out very well for me, but at the same time, feels like it could be a fun thing to try. And I think I will. Let's see here. Don't know how far he'll go before he leashes, but if I can get him over here, then maybe it'll work. We'll see. Don't want to take him too far in case he does leash, but it's not looking really great. See if I can get a little more distance. Hopefully he won't leash. We'll see. Ah, that was an error. So far, so good. I say that, and then of course, horrible things happen. Ah, I should have done this. That was a failure. Well, probably better run for it. Yep, not gonna make it. Ah, well. It was a good try. Alright, let's see here. What might I need over here? Orange, Cinders, deer. Oh, you know what? I gotta go back over here and look for the young open antelope. And the Weald wolves. I think I still need. Let's see here. Yeah, I still need 2 of the antelope bones and about 1 billion Weald wolves. And I may still need to gather some of those beast dens too. I'm not really sure. If I run across one, I will check by doing so. Nothing jumping right out at me. I'll go ahead and see if I need any of this meat from the beast den thing. Since it's here, and I see some rainbow lights over there, I'm gonna go grab. Looks like yes on the beast den. That may have been the last one that I needed, but I'll try one more. Yes, okay. So I'm done with the beast dens. Wow, I thought I saw some lights over here. Was I mistaken, or did they disappear right as I decided to go toward them? Huh. Interesting. Don't see any Weald wolves hanging around either. It's a shame. Well, there are very likely some savage Weald wolves down here by the giant area, so I may as well head that way and check on those. If I run across anything else of note, I'll grab it along the way. It's the continuing Thundering Steps saga. Will Copernicus find a striped red ant? Can Copernicus slay the Infernal Rock Heap? Find out on Copernicus Corner. Now, almost always, not always, but almost always, there's at least one of these savage Weald wolves up here. maybe a little bit further along. Or it may not be here at all. Another option. Well, let's look for a Weald wolf instead of a young antelope. Yeah, does not seem to be here. Cool. The enraged timber badger, however, is definitely in its place. It makes you wonder, what did we ever do to that timber badger? Probably killed its babies out here in the wilderness. To recap, we've managed to gather some beast ins, find some shinies that I didn't need. Let's see. Gather wood. Yeah, lots of wood. A little bit of fish. Killed some of those nasty fish, in fact. I guess technically, I killed all of the fish, right? Because the ones that you're fishing for, you're also killing. So I speared some of them and fished some of them, but in both cases, I killed them all. Killed a few Weald wolves, Revenant soldiers of various kinds, and did some running around. Oh, let's not forget the octopi and the poor old sirens. They weren't really so sad about the dying as they were about the damage done to their faces. Oh yeah, I need to go in here for the crater update. This crater pond right here. And I note there are crater fish in the crater pond. All right. Now I remember having to update with at least one of these guys over here at some point. I'm not sure what for. I don't know if I've done that quest already on this character, or if I haven't run across this quest yet on this character, but certainly it is something that is, was, or will be needed at some point. I think I'll head over to the Griffin Fields and see if there are any Weald wolves or young antelopes hanging around in their areas over there. Plenty of centaurs. All reliable. actually uncheck that quest because it's just saying that I need to help Tish out in order to get the mail from her to go to Jacques. So that's not particularly helpful. She just wants the ancient coins from the rainbow-colored lights. So don't need that checked in my journal. We can just remember that, I'm sure. And that way, that frees up, I should say, the ability to check something like this, which I may otherwise forget. Now, we have some Weald wolves on track, which is probably going to be right around this corner, really. I could click it and find out, but it's probably, yep, right there. Okay. Alright, we got the pack leader. These are the heroic ones. I think I'll go ahead and miss this one and work on killing this one. Oh, this is neat. I see that I have failed to put my buffs back on. That's great. You know, it's not quite as exciting as running around in my crafting gear, but close. Go ahead and kill this guy, that guy. And then work on this. And then, to add a little excitement to our lives, I will put the buffs back on. Man, you guys, you just let me run around with none of my buffs on. What is this? Snickering into your hand. Copernici. Look at that. No buffs. It's alright. I forgive you. We're gonna run over here and see if we've got the Weald wolves that spawn over here sometimes. And I'm gonna stick young antelope in my window there because those are a little less predictable about where they'll spawn than where the Weald wolves can be. Aha, a mature antelope at least is hanging around over here. I think that is for the antelope hooves for the Farsi's requisition. And I need a good number of them, I believe. Yeah, that was 2 of 24, so. Ah, large shore crab. It doesn't say he's large, but he has a feather over him, so I'm going to assume that he counts. Hearty shore crab. only some of them are hardy. The rest are maybe just average, you know. Just your average shore crab hanging around on the beach. Sometimes it can be beneficial to be the run of the litter, you know. Somebody's looking for something to eat. They see the nice meaty guy and they go for him. They let the little one go. They hope maybe later, if they let him live, he'll get bigger. But no, that's not the way it goes. It's just a survivability technique. It's a feature, not a bug. Looks like this is the last shore crab that qualifies as hardy on this beach line right here. No luck thus far on the young antelopes shown. By the way, if you're looking for the Clan McMarrin, I think, graveyard, it's right here. And I see a young antelope on track, so off to get that. Gonna just come on and run through that because we've got some birds in the air around there that I don't really want to deal with, so. There's a possibility that there may be some Weald wolves to the north over here. Sometimes there are some in this area. And also to the west, a little bit of, you know, the north and the northwest, let's say. Ah, saber-tooth lookout. May as well grab that while we're nearby. That bear will get on me, but I don't really care so much about that. I'm getting a lot of updates from the knoll because there's a lot of quests here that just say kill knolls. I don't like to have those checked because there's also a lot of quests that say kill this specific kind of knoll. And so it's better to have the feathers on the ones that are more specific because you're going to get the update for both things from killing those. Whereas you only get the updates for killing the knoll part if you just kill a knoll that doesn't fit both specifications. Ah, now this is what I'm talking about right here. A little pack of Weald wolves. Ah, missed completed Millennium of the Scholar. Whoa. That sounds like a trade skill writ if ever I did hear of one. Congrats to him. Alright, we're at 7 of 20 of those Weald wolves now. That's not bad. And here's another little pack over here with a pack leader. So they've definitely increased the number of these by quite a bit. Alright, we got 10 of 20 of those now. It's not bad. Large bear claws quest starter. I haven't done that yet on this character, so here we go. This rather large claw came from one of the bears here in the Thundering Steppes. With enough of these, I could fashion a rather impressive choker. And I'm going to say continue collection. Probably it means continue collecting large bear claws here in the steppes. I defeated a rather large bear in the Thundering Steppes and was impressed by its mighty claws. If I collect more such claws, I could fashion them into a necklace that would aid me greatly in battle. And that gives you the bear claw choker if you do that. And I'm going to have to take a break in a few minutes, but I'm going to run over this area down here close to the where our stump got come. Oh wait, hold on. I say that, and then I run right into some fledgling antelopes. Not young antelopes, but I need them anyway, so I will dispose of them because I need many an antelope. So we'll get those, but then go over to that area down there. Can't think of the name of that little copse of trees and things, because it's actually to the west that I want to go. It's really over here. Oh, Thundermist Valley says it right there. I'm also going to check again to see if I can do the raid thing, because I think that's pretty cool on Twitch. The ability to raid someone else's channel is pretty cool. So I want to see if I can figure out how to do that. For some reason, it hasn't worked for my account yet. It may be because my account's not old enough. I saw that there are some settings about how long you have to have had an account before some people will let you raid them. So maybe it's just that the people I'm following have it set to do that. I'm really not sure. But I will try it again before I jump out. Definitely have to take a break. My eyes are sad about all this computer activity. Let me see real quick if there's any more Weald wolves around to go grab. If there was, then I would, but there aren't, so I won't. I guess I can come in here a little bit further and make sure there aren't any over here by Tarby. Because, yeah, if there are, I'll grab them. But we'll see. There are. How nice. Alright, so I'll grab those before I call it. Alright, so that puts us at 13 out of 20 of the Weald wolves that I'm going to need. Should be nice and easy to finish that off when next I log in, which should be later tonight. Can't guarantee it tonight, but I think that I'll be back in later tonight. For now, I'm going to go and see if I can manage this raid thing real quick. I'm going to click these buttons and see if it lets me. Oh ho, there is someone. All right, so Johnny Verse over here. He's one of my followers, and I'm following him. And right now he's playing Soot and Sorcery. Oh, cool. All right, so it's a D&D thing going on over there. All right, I'm gonna try to send you guys over there and see if that's a thing. In the meanwhile, it was a pleasure playing with you guys. It says the target's channel's raid settings don't let me raid at this time, so I think it may be the time thing. But it was a pleasure streaming with you guys. Always enjoy it. I will be back later, if not today, then tomorrow. If you're not following me yet, then be sure to follow and turn on notifications so that you can see when I go live next. So I will definitely see you guys later. Goodbye for now.